Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about composing an essay in the MLA style in Microsoft Word. And I would like to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you basic layout. When you have a cover page as opposed to the typical MLA style, which has the heading in the upper left hand corner. So for this particular layout, we're going to talk about how to set up an MLA paper with a cover page. The thing that I want to point out first is how do you get this, what they call a running head in the upper right hand corner. And the way that we do that is we go to Insert, Page Number, we'll do top of the page, play number 3. And when you do that, it automatically puts the page number in there. Okay, and then what you're going to do is if you roll up, you're able to then insert your last name, and for ease and logic we'll put last. Okay, and then notice how on every subsequent page it's putting them in order, so last 1, last 2, last 3, so on and so forth. And then if you close the header footer, notice how this is a lighter gray than this, but when I hit this, it automatically changes the heading itself to being a light shade of gray, and then the rest of the paper turns into a darkened black font. And that's all that means, is that now you have access to editing this as opposed to this. If you need to make editorial changes in this, you can just left mouse click on it and notice again there's a dotted line that appeared, and this is grayed out, whereas this is dark black. So just something to be mindful of. And again, you can close the header. You can also just left mouse click 2 times. It works either way. So on the main page, when you're going to put your information for an MLA document, what you want to do is you want to go down roughly 1/3 and you want to put the title of the paper. And for this one, I just put the benefits of online learning because I'm trying to show you just kind of very basically how to do a cause and effect type paper and how to incorporate sources. And so we've got that kind of experimental heading, right, which is going to be what we use for this particular assignment. And then you write the word by, and notice how everything is double spaced, okay? And so then you would put your name. So title of the paper by you, and then you're going to go down another 1/3 and you're going to put your instructor's name. That's my name, that's why that's there. And so you would just put whatever your instructor's name is. Okay. And then you would put the class name. In this case, the class is Freshman Comp 2. And then you're going to put the date when this was written. In this case, we'll go ahead and change it to today's date, which happens to be October 15th, 2018. Then you go down another 1/3. So you can see that this paper is basically, or this first page is 1/3 of the way down, this information, another 1/3 of the way down, this information. It's the exact same information that goes in the typical left-hand corner heading style that we frequently see in MLA style. For that, it's the student's name, the teacher's name, the class name, and the date, and then possibly the assignment if you want to put it in there. And then this title would be centered in the middle of the page after you put your name, the teacher name, the class name, the date, if that makes any sense. And we'll look at that in another recording, but for right now, we're looking at this way. Then on the next page, if your instructor requires an outline, you would put the outline next. And with an outline, it's very important that you have the basic main points, which are your introduction, which is your first paragraph, and you want to include in that your proposed thesis statement. So our sample thesis statement for this particular topic is online learning allows people from all walks of life to boost career opportunities with more flexible schedules and more affordable costs than ever before. That's going to be what we talk about, which is essentially effects of online learning. And then for the next segment of the paper, we would do our main point 1 and its support. The example transition is a great way to boost career opportunities is to go back to school. So that would be our transition section into that. Then our main point 2 would be our third Roman numeral. And basically, the transition statement for that is a great way to boost career opportunities is to go back to school. Sorry, let me read on my next line. One of the main reasons many people do not pursue a college degree is because they feel like they can't fit it into their busy schedules. That's our transition, okay? And then main point number 3, and its support, a final and probably one of the biggest reasons people often do not seek college degrees is cost. And then your conclusion is going to tie up your loose ends. Typically, it gives some kind of recommendation, perhaps, or just kind of a clever reflection on what was said prior in the body of the paper. Okay, so that's a very simplified outline, but for most instructors, you could get by with just kind of filling in those blanks. Okay. Then on the third page is where the actual body of the paper would begin if you were following a format where you were required to have a cover page, an outline, and a body. There are instructors out there who may just require the cover page, not the outline. There are instructors out there who will not require the cover page at all, but rather just have a heading right there on the first page and then start right away into the body of the paper. It really depends on the instructor and the parameters of the assignment. So for this particular setup, the third page would be the body, or where the body of the paper starts, and this is going to be called, again, Benefits of Online Education. So you repeat the title on page 3. And again, notice how there's a running head going on every single page consecutively with your last name and the page number. Now, I've color-coded this to try to make things more simplistic as far as making sense. And so the blue line there is the thesis statement. And let's go ahead and read the intro paragraph. It says, people everywhere understand that earning a degree is a great way to improve earning potential. However, people also know that earning an education can be expensive, inconvenient, and time-consuming. These roadblocks keep many people from pursuing higher education. The good news is that these days there are more learning opportunities than ever before, and one avenue to earning a degree that did not exist before, that is making more people head off to college, is online learning. Online learning can be a wonderful way for students to attain degrees. Online learning allows people from all walks of life to boost career opportunities with more flexible schedules and more affordable costs than ever before. Now keep in mind, this particular paper was written by me, but it was written with the help of my online class. And we together actually brainstormed, and maybe brainstorm's not the word, but we looked up, well, we sort of did, but we looked up source material that would reflect the benefits of online education. Then we derived our thesis from the 3 most common ones that we came across. And so once we did that, and I apologize for that, my lights go off whenever no one's moving around in my classroom. Once we did that, what we did was we then broke it up into 3 sections. Okay, so here is our first section, which is about the or the boosting of career opportunities from online education. And what I want you to take a look at is what we call a citation sandwich. So the idea is, if you look here, we have a yellow section, which is my best approximation of bread, okay? And then inside we have green, which is lettuce, because I didn't really have any brown that I could see through that would be the meat for this burger, for this sandwich. And then another section of yellow, and it actually cuts off about right there. So this is my citation sandwich. The idea is everything that's bread is you. So you are literally sewing together what's written here by virtue of your bread, and maybe it should be yellow thread instead of bread. But anyway, as far as a citation sandwich is concerned, the citation sandwich is this yellow part, right? Okay, so with the green lettuce in the middle. So let's go ahead and read so you can see what I'm talking about. A great way to boost career opportunities is to go back to school. Many people never advance because their educational levels won't allow them to. They have the ability, but without the piece of paper to say they can do the job, they can't move up in their present occupations. According to the online article, 10 Advantages to Taking Online Classes, from traditional four-year universities to completely online career colleges, higher education today offers a variety of options for students. This means that no matter what students study, from nursing to neuroscience, they can find the courses or programs they need online. Students can also earn every academic degree online, from a career certificate to a doctorate. So the green section is a direct quote from 10 Advantages to Taking Online Classes. And you'll notice the setup, and this is really, really important because this is how you set up long quotes in the MLA style. If you have text that you are directly quoting that is 4 lines or more, and you can see my 4, I'm dyslexic when I'm dealing with my camera, okay, 4 lines or more, then you offset that, excuse me. And so the way that you offset it is exactly like we have here. According to the online article, you know, whatever it's called, a colon, and then we have this direct quote. Notice how there aren't quotation marks around it. The reason that there's none is because it's 4 lines or more. If we had a page number, we would actually put the page after right here, and it would be, you know, page 56 or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, this was an online source, therefore it is not something that has page numbers, not unless it's in a PDF file, and PDFs have set pagination, they call it, meaning the pages are set. Why? Because it's a picture. So we literally, when you have a PDF file, you literally have taken a picture of the actual document, and that's what you're seeing on your screen, okay? So what we're talking about here again is a direct quote. Offset just means indented, and again it's indented a tab space over from the left hand side, just like we have here. There are no quotation marks around it. Why? Because the setup itself, the setup implies that it's a quotation, that it's a direct quote. Okay, then after we have our direct quote, we go back to ourselves, to the author, who's then actually kind of tying up these ends that we presented here in this paragraph. And so what we've got is online classrooms allow students all over the world to pursue a variety of degrees from the comfort of their own homes. As long as students have a computer and an internet connection, they can sign up for classes anywhere in the world and expand their minds and ultimately their job opportunities. Doesn't like my space in anywhere. Okay, now what I want to show you before excuse me, this particular video has to end, I want you to see what that source looks like on the Works Cited page. And so coming over here on Works Cited, we've got this source right here, which is 10 Advantages to Taking Online Classes. What's interesting about this particular source is it did not have an author. And because it didn't have an author, we had to cite it under the title. So the title is what we alphabetize it by on the Works Cited page. Works Cited pages are important, or it's important to note that on a Works Cited page everything is alphabetically ordered. Bradford, Dumbald, Norman, 10. Even though that's a number, it still starts with a T technically, so it would be the last in this list of sources. And the order goes author's last name, comma, first name, period, then the title of the article. Because we don't have an author for this source, everything just got moved over. So we start with the article title, the name of the website, which was OEDB, Open Education Database, and then the publisher, which was OEDB 2018, and there's a period there. That means that these are the people, or this is the group that published this, and the year it was published was 2018, followed by a period. The word web, because it came from the web, and then the date that it was retrieved, which was October 10th, 2018. I do believe I have the source here so you can see what it looks like. And so it's 10 Advantages to Taking Online Classes. Again, so here's the title of the website. It's always at the top of the page, OEDB, Open Education Database. There wasn't a date up here at the top. However, if we scroll down to the bottom of this, we can see the copyright information down here. And how do we know? Because it says copyright and it has a little C in a circle. 2006 to 2018. You always use the most recent date with the MLA style. And so here's our most recent date, 2018. We don't have to put the 2006, just 2018. And that is the publisher. Okay, and you can see what that translated to again here on the Works Cited page. Okay, I gotta stop there. See you in the next video.